Good morning, guys. It is the day. We are announcing our $10,000 giveaway winners. Now, at the beginning of the year, I made out a list of rules, and in those rules, I said that we are going to be choosing prizes throughout the year, and they were going to equal $10,000, and in December, we would announce all of them. Now, some of them are already known if you've been watching the videos closely, but we will announce it anyway. And there are a few that only I know about until this video, so appreciate you guys tuning in or watching or whatever you call it these days. Okay, so just real quick, just to remind you, the 5 prizes were broke down into $10,000. So first prize, $1,000 for the longest gar of the year, $3,000 for the biggest fish of the year, and then we got $500 for the best net moment, $500 for the best no net moment, and then of course the biggest prize of the year, $5,000 for the best video of the year, which was an extensive vote. So I'm just going to get right into it, okay? Alright, so the first one I'm going to announce is the $1,000 winner for the longest gar of the year, which should be known, but if not, it was episode 43, Say Cheese with Mikey. At the end of that video, there was a lot of laughter, and we did catch a really long gar, 49 inches, and that was the longest gar of the year. It was all ate up, but it was still there enough that we could measure the length of it, because in the rules it says dead or alive for gar only. And Mikey wins $1,000, so congratulations. Okay, so the next prize, biggest fish of the year, and that means heaviest, most pounds. And we didn't have a huge fish year. We did catch several in the 30s, and in the rules it said that if there were any ties, that the prize would be divided evenly, and there was. So 2 people won the biggest fish of the year, and I'll just announce them in the order of appearance. Episode 4, Tricky Mikey, and episode 33, Yellow Bricks, Jenna Citrus. They both caught a 34-pounder, and they both win $1,500, so congratulations. Okay, so these are the ones that are not known, okay? And I'm sure a lot of people aren't going to agree, and that's fine, you know, it's just the way it is. And so I had a lot of funny moments, a lot of interesting moments to choose from. So the first one I'll announce is the best net moment. And I chose episode 39, Princess with Joanna. Now in that video, Joanna catches a gar. And if you've been following us for a while, you'll know that Joanna's first fish that she ever caught was a gar. And it was a hilarious moment because she was terrified of it. And in that video, that year, which was last year, she no-netted it. And it took her a long time to get it in, but she finally was able to get it in the boat. Well, this time, she comes across this same beast, and she's just as scared, and she's just as vocal about, hey, I'm terrified. I thought I would do better. I'm not. And, you know, I'm laughing in the back. I'm telling her the gar's going to bite her. You know, I'm not helping. And one thing I noticed in the video is that she never stopped. Yes, she was scared, apprehensive, but she was in the process of getting that fish in the boat, and she reached for the net, and she scooped that terrifying tiny gar, and she put it in the boat with her. So to me, that's the definition of courage, and she wins $500 for it. Congratulations. And the next one I'm going to announce is the best no net moment. And we all know there was a ton of them this year. It was a lot to choose from, and it wasn't an easy choice. But the one that I chose was episode 31, Small World with Alexis. Now, Alexis was brand new. This was her first video. She'd never been trout lining. And she comes across this fish. I can't quite see it because it's over top of the boat. And she's kind of wrestling with it, and I'm telling her to get the net. I don't think she could hear me, but even I give up and I say, just throw it in. Well, when she throws it in, I realized it was a big fish, and it turned out it was 19 pounds. And that fish immediately bites her in the foot. And to me, you know, that was the best no net moment. You know, brand new person throws it in, gets bit in the foot. You know, if you don't use the net, you get bit. Congratulations, Alexis. And now for the best video of the year prize, our biggest prize, $5,000. And a lot of times it boils down to the person in the video. We all know this. But as of this year, we're still saying best video of the year. And at the beginning of the year, in the rules, I said, hey, we're making this many videos. I'm slashing it down to 20, me, myself. And then the patrons on Patreon, they voted on my 20 and they got it down to 5. And then there was a 5-day vote. Those 5 went out publicly, and that just ended. So here we are, and I am going to announce what happened over those 5 days because it was anonymous. You can't see who's voting, and only I could see who was in the lead the whole time. Okay, so out the gate, it was pretty even. And yes, of course, they messaged me asking me who was winning. I wouldn't tell anybody. I usually would just say it's pretty even because it was. But after a few days, there was a clear winner. Somebody broke out. They were way ahead, and I figured that we would go on and that would be it, right? Well, all of a sudden, the person right under them shoots up in votes and gets real close. And it's the last day, 12 hours to go, and it is very close. Neither one of them know it, I don't think. So I decide, you know what? Courtesy message. I messaged them both and I said, just so you know, it's close. Basically saying, you might want to do something. So they both made videos, they both made posts, they did what they could do, they did their marketing, which was the point of all of this. I wanted some type of buzz, you know, and to me it helps a little bit for marketing. That's the way I look at it, but if anything, you know, it's something fun to do. And if I'm going to give away $5,000, I would rather see some type of commotion about it, okay? So that night, it was going to end the next morning. I go to sleep, and it's so close that I don't even know who's going to win. And when I woke up the next day, I'm looking at the vote. Somebody won by 98. And that person was Tara Tundo. Episode 32, Beetlejuice. And if you were me watching it, it was an epic comeback. She'll never know, she never seen it, but she was way behind, and I think she did a little promotion work, and that was enough to drag out the rabbit fans, and they decided that Tara's video was the best, and Tara wins $5,000. Congratulations. So most of these prizes have already went out as of this morning, but actually one prize has not been sent out. $5,000. I'm going to do a cashier's check. So if anybody talks to Tara or sees Tara posting, tell her to call me, you know, because we got to work it out. But I really appreciate you guys watching and following our contests and whatever. It's trial and error with me all the time. I am always trying to figure out what I like and what I don't. I already know a few things I'm going to change, but I feel like it was a successful year, and I appreciate you guys watching. And don't forget, we still got a couple more videos to go, so look for those, and I'll see you then.